Hello, courageous women of faith. Welcome to day 7 of the She is Strong and Courageous 30-day devotional. I'm excited that we are talking about a very special, very courageous woman of faith today, a woman who became the first Christ follower and first evangelist in all of Europe. We're talking about Lydia. In the 16th chapter of Acts, what we find is the Apostle Paul on his missionary journey. And by verse 6, we see that Paul is called through a vision to go to Macedonia. So he boards a boat and he goes to Macedonia. When he lands in the largest city in that area, Philippi. Now, Lydia, on the other hand, is visiting from her neighboring town, Thyatira, and she's in Philippi, and I imagine to sell fabrics, because we're told that she is a merchant of purple fabrics. Purple was the color for royalty, so purple fabrics would have been used for making clothing for either royal or important noble people in this Roman colony. Lydia's there, and it's on a Sabbath day. And so what the Jews would do on a Sabbath day, because there was no synagogue in the area, they would go down to the river Gangites and they would gather for prayer and cleansing and preparation for the holy day. Lydia's there with a group of women, and I love what happens next, because when the Apostle Paul decides to go to the river where Jews would be gathering to share the gospel, who does he decide to share the gospel with first? Lydia and the group of women that are with her. Lydia responds. She embraces the opportunity that's given to her to receive Christ and to just give her life to Christ. So she does. And immediately she shares her faith with all of her household, and they're all baptized. Lydia becomes the first church in her home in all of Europe. It's a beautiful story. And the Apostle Paul, we find that he visits back to Lydia's house shortly after being put in prison. So it's a wonderful account to read in the book of Acts. But what I want us to get from today's devotional, I want us to embrace opportunities. Lydia embraced the opportunity not only to receive Christ, but she embraced the opportunity to share that faith with others. She was a business leader. She was a well-known leader in her community, obviously. So she allowed that gift to be used to spread the gospel all throughout Europe. She planted the seed after Paul planted Christ's holy seed in her. She planted it in others, and it spread all through Europe. So what is God calling you to embrace? We all are given opportunities by God. They all look a little bit different because we're all different parts of the body of Christ. But I want to challenge you and say, what is God calling you to do? And will you embrace that opportunity? Will you immediately take steps to begin doing great things for the Lord? I challenge you to listen to this devotional, meditate on these words and the scriptures here, and let them inspire you to be all that God is calling you to be, because He will not only equip you, He'll be right beside you as you embrace what He asks you to embrace. I hope that you will also listen to the Courage for Life Bible, and I hope that it gives you the courage and strength to do all that God's calling you to do. If you don't already have it, go to your Apple or Android device, download the CFL Bible today, and start listening. It's a great source of encouragement. And I pray that you'll join me again for day 8 of She is Strong and Courageous, and I look forward to seeing you then. God bless you.